The power source is a squat, but it's a what I call a chair squat or a posterior squat because we want to work the power source, which is the back side. When you go to sit in a chair, if you notice, and you'll notice this now with some relatives or loved ones, it might even be you. When you go to sit down, you can get about this far and then you plop. Okay, that's somebody who has lost their power source. Anybody who plops when they're sitting, even if it's that last inch, has lost their power source. They've lost their ability to control that motion all the way down. Okay, so you want to regain that, or you want to make sure you never lose it. And if you've got issues with your knees, with your lower back, a lot of the times the culprit is the power source has weakened. If you've done a lot of sitting, when you sit on a muscle, it atrophies, it weakens, it shrinks, it loses strength, right? And what are we sitting on all the time, right? Same with the hamstrings. The hamstrings are part of that control so that we can lower ourselves without plopping. So we're going to do what I call chair squats to focus on that area. All right. So you're going to have your feet side by side. Make sure those toes are forward. Hold on to something if you think you need to hold on to something. I oftentimes will have people, when I did home care, I would have people do this at the kitchen sink. They would hold on to the kitchen sink and have a chair behind them. You want your knees to stay backward. Do not let your knees come forward, going down as low as you can go with control. See how my toes are coming up? If you feel your toes coming up and the weight's on your heels, you're doing it right. And then you push through the heels to stand up. You might only be able to go this far, and then your knees go forward. Once your knees go forward, I want you to hear a bell go off like you're on a game show. We do not want the knees to go forward, okay? So keep the knees back. Your bottom goes back and down as low as it can go, and then it comes back up, right? So you might only be able to do this. Now, some people just do a touch their toes, but their butt doesn't go lower, and I'll show you what I mean. They'll do this. See, I'm going all the way down here. Did my butt get anywhere near that seat? Not in a million years, but my knees stay back. You want your bottom to go low. My upper body does have to come forward to counterbalance, but the goal is to get the butt to the seat. It's a seat-seeking missile, okay? All right. Now, if you've got a knee that's not happy when you do that, maybe you've got bone on bone. Don't recommend aggravating bone on bone. So just put that foot forward slightly. So say if my right knee wasn't happy, I could put my right foot forward slightly. Now my left leg is doing most of it. And you'll see I can't get quite as low because it's almost like a one-legged squat. But now my right knee is not under all that stress and pressure. Okay, so that takes some of that off. All right.